Hello. Oh, camera. Well then. Great start. It's interesting. It like partly is working. All right. Well, let me undo that real quick then. All right. Hello. While we get started here. Oops. All right. I'm back. Over here. You can't see me yet. You'll see me momentarily. Okay. There is no end to camera problems with this camera. Go. Where are you at? Go away. There you go. Hello? Am I here? Come on. Deactivate, activate. Deactivate, activate. All right, let me switch something. Hey, Alex. Sorry, a little bit of unsurprising camera issues, per usual. Let me, come on. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. Okay. So much trouble. So much trouble with these cameras. One day. Alright. Well, let me make some changes real quick then. Here real quick. Good. Let me change something. Can you hear me though? Yes, you can still hear me. Okay, good. these cameras really don't want to play nice tonight. I'm about ready to delete this camera from this list. We change resolution, maybe? Okay, now the configuration window just stopped working too. Discard changes. Okay, remove. Video capture device. Logitech. Hello? Nope, that's still nobody. Anything that would be getting in the way of all this mess. It is frustrating because it was working right before the stream starts. Then I start the stream and it breaks. Okay. Oh. Hey, Alvy. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of camera trouble right now, so we're trying to resolve that real quick. Worst case scenario, I can go cameraless. So. Nope. Alright, well. For whatever reason, this particular camera has decided no more. All right. We'll try this one camera. And if this one camera doesn't want to work, then we will go cameraless. Okay, Logitech 4K properties. Activate. Well, we'll see how it goes. But this was the one that was working earlier, and I swapped it over because it stopped working, so. All right, well, we'll figure that out in the future. All right, after all that camera trouble, hello. It's time. It's Ben. Let me get my headphones back on. Yeah, a little bit of change of plans this week. Instead of doing more Choco Tales, I was like, you know what would be kind of fun is to like rank fishing minigames in various games. Now, I'm gonna be upfront with you. I went through the list of games I suspect all have fishing minigames. I think I also picked out the games I have save files for, but I did not verify. But I don't think you're gonna see anything in here that's like too crazy or like, oh man, random fishing minigame and this like cool import title. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that fits in that category. So we're gonna be playing some, I think, some fairly normal things, but we have this trophy board here. And we're gonna be ranking these. I think we'll try to do like 5 tonight. We might do some more in the future. I don't know if we'd want to do them all as one stream or just like at the end of a stream, just add another one on the board. But I figured something like that. So we'll plan to do that. And then I also made like a rule book, kind of, just because there's some things I want to consider. And if you guys have any suggestions for the rule book, let me know and we can add it in. But so in our rule book here, first and foremost, I think we should probably limit each fishing session to 30 minutes. So that means, you know, from the time we start fishing, 30 minutes from that. Also, I don't think we should think about the rewards that come with fishing in a game. So I think we're going to generally try to avoid that. But otherwise, I'm pretty open to be very flexible with most of this stuff. I'm also open to like maybe playing games that have the spirit of fishing mini games, but isn't necessarily a mini game. But I do think I want to generally avoid like saying like, here's an entire like Wii game dedicated to fishing and then adding that to this board kind of thing. But for now, I think that those two things are the only things that I really want to be steadfast about. Well, the 30-minute session, I think we could be flexible with, but the game rewards not being considered. The only thing I have like qualms about with that maybe is if fishing has rewards that feed into the fishing mode. I don't know how we deal with that, because that is technically different from the like main game, but it is kind of like, I don't know. I kind of worry about the long-term progression of fishing in these games. And I don't think many of them, I think what I want to like keep in mind with these is like very quick kind of fishing things. All right, we're going webcamless this week, so goodbye. I don't know why my webcam's being a jerk again. It's frustrating, but here we are. So we're just gonna be a lady in a boat today. All right, so that's my goal. Let me get this rule book out of here real quick. So I figured we would start with Ocarina of Time. I feel like Ocarina of Time is kind of like, at least for me, maybe just being a 90s baby boy. That like, this is kind of like one of the more definitive like fishing mini games, I feel like. So yeah, rip cam. I don't know what's going on. I continue to struggle with this computer. I thought it was a power supply issue, and it resolved my issues for a little bit, but now I'm having problems again. And I did some other stuff to try to resolve it. Still can't get it resolved. So I think maybe the last thing I need to do is just like try to swap out the motherboard. So I need to reach out to the motherboard manufacturer, because I'm kind of at a loss at what to do. So I need to get a timer. I left my timer in the other room, so let me go grab that real quick. I'm gonna use the WarioWare cooking timer. So that's what I'll be using. All right. So we could always go back to the old PC, but obviously, you know, you don't spend a bunch of money on a PC and expect not to use it, right? So, and then that means we couldn't record locally as well during a stream. So, okay. I'm playing this on a 64, so it's gonna look pretty grungy, probably. Link all capital letters. Apparently, did I ever not ever 100% a file here? Okay, never 100% a file. It's gonna look a bit grungy compared to modern versions of this. I guess we could like I don't know when, if you can cast or use music anytime. Serenade water, A down, right, left. I don't think there's really a difference between being a kid versus being an adult in fishing. Could be wrong, but it's a very casual list, not scientific at all. So, okay. We're gonna do slow swimming though. There is like ways you can do like super swimming in Ocarina of Time, but I'm bad at glitches, so I think you might also use like the Tektites as well. But I have, I think, like about 5 games I want to try to get to tonight specifically, though. So, all right, up we go. All right, I am going to. Wait a second. Sorry, 1 second. Video game stuff happened, and I need to see what's going on. Did you guys see that? Look at the edges of the screen. I've never seen this before. It looks like in like the black circle that goes around the screen. It like is not completely filled. So when you go in here, you can see like the background on the sides and stuff, like the grass and things like that. That's interesting. I've never noticed that before. All right. Oops. Oh, no Rumble for me today. Whoops. Should I go get my Rumble pack? I don't know if the Rumble pack will work if I just plug it in now or if I have to do it beforehand. So, walk up to the water. I feel like we should get the Rumble pack. Let me get my Rumble pack real quick. All right, there are some batteries in my Rumble pack, and I don't know if they're new or old. So, hopefully, I mean, they didn't look like they leaked at the very least. That's good. Normally, I would not leave batteries in something like this, so. All right. Where's my headphones be? There they be. Alrighty. And let me actually read these instructions. Okay. I'm so generous. I'll let you fish for as long as you want to. However, you can keep only 1 fish. The biggest fish ever caught here weighed 19 pounds. Wow. So good, Ben, when then you're 10. After you cast, you can change your view with Z. Let's fish. Oh, whoops. Let me see. Is this... So we in... I don't know if these batteries are dead or if this only activates if you have it plugged in from the start. They don't look corroded. I'll say that much at least. All right, I think we'll just leave it without the Rumble pack because I don't really know how it works. I'll leave it plugged in just in case, but I doubt it's working at the moment. All right. I'm gonna start our 30-minute timer. We might not do full 30 minutes depending on how long this feels. So, all right. Don't cast anyone. Oh yeah, because you can get the hat or whatever. Oops. Don't use sinking lures. Oh yeah, there's like a sinking lure in here. All right. So I actually don't really know a lot about Ocarina of Time's fishing, honestly. Like I did it when I was a kid, but I know there's like actual fish in the water. But I don't know if there's like if the spots matter much. But it seems like I'm trying to remember. Like I actually don't know much about fishing. So I don't know if like moving the lure, like if that's the intention is to make it like emulate something being alive. Because like now I think it's outside of his range now. So if you're like trying to emulate something being alive to like draw them in or what? Or if you just like want to leave it still. I feel like every fishing minigame I have played otherwise is just leave it still. Okay. Well, there's no fish here. Oh, there's fish there. Yeah, we can kind of target them a little bit, so. Okay. I don't know how to get their attention. And Z just changes your view. I feel like I'm like nowhere near close enough. There's a guy like right over here though. Let me try this one. He's like, is he under the log? Okay. There's that guy there. I don't care what size fish right now, as long as we can catch something. That's the big thing at the moment. Okay, there we go. Okay. And I think you pull opposite of them, right? I think is how it works. Seems like it. Or at least right now he is coming in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a baby fish. Sure, 4 pounds. Good start, at least. Curious if there's like a page in the Ocarina of Time manual that talks about fishing at all. I feel like this is like on the okay, hello. On the edge of video games having useful manuals. Okay, that's a lot better actually. Okay. 7 pounds, 3 pounds better. Oh, whoops! I think I didn't keep it. There's something happening over there. Anyways, that's not part of the fishing mini. That's part of graphic stuff happening. Yeah, so it looks like there's like a bunch like just hanging out by the log there. So let me see if I can get over there. I will say, so far, only one type of fish. They are different sizes. But I like I think a good variety of fish is always nice. Okay. And like, is there any reason to not reel? Don't know. I feel like right now, most of what I'm doing is just holding A and holding back. And it seems... I don't know if it's working. I almost have him, I feel like. I don't know if like moving the stick matters at all. Am I like pulling him closer to the shore maybe? Is that what's happening? If I like move him to the right? It doesn't seem like, cause like when you have the lure out specifically, oh baby, get up here. When you have the lure out specifically, like you can kind of like move it around in like little juts using the analog stick. Oh, that's kind of a nice touch. The lily pads move. I didn't even notice that. I would not expect that. Come on, buddy. You are so close to me. What do I need to do to get you in here? Come on. Get up here. Get up here, bud. Don't get stuck on the rock. Get up here. I want you. You're so close. Look how close he is. Look how goddamn close he is. Get up here. Get up here. He like bounced the whole way up. 20 pounds. Get screwed, 10-year-old me. 19 pounds. What a trash. Wait, did I let it go or did I keep it? I might need to double check the thing. Let me see if he comments on my cool fish. Weigh my fish. Whoa! New record. It weighs at least 20 pounds. Seriously. Okay, here's your prize. Money, money. Rewards per usual. The first game per usual though. Rewards are not going to count towards our ranking. I don't think it's fair. So because every game's going to be different. But yeah, it looks like I do keep it. It just kind of like if it swims away. Like, it goes back in the water after you keep it, which maybe is, like, a way to keep, like, them from having to, like, respawn fish or whatever. I feel like I'm king now. We still have, like, 20 minutes to go. Also, those tree lines, I wonder what's going on with that. Now, I guess maybe a point here is that because there's, like, no fish variety, once you catch the big fish, like, I think you just catch the big fish, right? Like that's just kind of it. Like there's no, unless there's like a 21-pound fish in here, there's no going up. Get up here. Because none of these fish are going to satisfy me at this point. What was that? Code Geass subtitle quote, I'll pleasure myself with this fish or something. Okay. Because, yeah, I'm like trying to think of like, okay, now what? Is kind of what I'm feeling at the moment. Let me go reread what he said about real stuff. I don't think he said anything super important. Link all caps. Let me restart this because I feel like the dialogue that I got earlier. Okay, can I? Wow, you have a rumble pack. Okay, so the rumble pack is being recognized. Listen up. Walk up to the water's edge and press Z to look at the fish. While looking at the fish, you can cast your line with B. Press A to break the line. When the lure drops into the water, you can wiggle it around with the stick. If you're a novice, you can also use B. What does the novice matter for that? Reel in your lure with A. Hold down A and press R to reel it in faster. Okay, so there is a additional reel on top of this then. If you feel a hit, press A and down to set the hook. I feel like it just like auto. I feel like none of that was like, oh, whoops. I feel like none of that mattered, really. Like, I feel like he just grabbed onto it on his own. Maybe I'm wrong. Because it's like, press down and A to set the hook. But maybe I was already pressing like down and A to do stuff. Okay, and R definitely moves faster. Okay. Good to know. I feel like I'm having already mixed feelings about Ocarina of Time's fishing minigame. However, being the first minigame, it will be the first one on our list, and it will be the best one for the first one. There's like no additional ranking or thought, but we'll talk about it a little bit. Although I feel like I'm talking about it enough at this point. So at this point, I'm just like, I think I'm just trying to find if there's anything else to do in this fishing minigame. Get up here. Get up here, bud. Get up here, bud. Okay, so B does like auto move it. Yeah, hey. See you, dude. You want to go after it, bud? Such finicky little guys. So I don't remember how you get it, but there's like a lure that you can get in here. Hello. That's kind of neat. I don't know why he was up there, but suddenly you just jumped up there. I I forget how you get it though, but yeah, there's like a little pink sinking layer, the one that he tells you not to use. I think you get disqualified for using it though. So it's like not technically like a part of it per se. Okay, it's the baby fish, but so interestingly enough, we were talking earlier about like the reel going in faster with R. When you do that normally, it plays a different sound effect, but it's not playing while you fish. So maybe I wonder if it doesn't apply when a fish is on the line. 9 pounds. Trash fish. Actually, I want to see something real quick. Oops, not that. Something just wants to randomly grab it, but okay. I also affect the lily pads. I appreciate this. I don't know if this would be considered part of the fishing minigame. I feel like presentation might matter a little bit, and I feel like these lily pads are presentation. So I think these lily pads I will consider them. That being said, like as we rank these games further and go deeper, since we're not giving it a score, I will forget about these lily pads one day. So hopefully not, but yeah, maybe. Maybe. Try and get up on this rock. Trying to figure out if we want like an abort feature for some of these games. Wow, he's getting really close to me. Wow, he just jumped into my hands. Like I didn't even need to grab him. It does seem like there's like some weird logic to the fish that I kind of enjoy. Like they don't just feel like, they kind of feel like they exist even without you having them on your line. And I don't know, like, admittedly, again, this is like the first game we're considering. I feel like that is something that I don't necessarily know in past mini games I've played for fishing always feels like the case, right? So like in some games, like the fish don't exist until they grab it, or the fish like only exists as like a shadow, right? So I'm thinking maybe this, like, there is something to be said about these little guys going around and like doing their thing in the water and like existing kind of like they all exist, right? Like that is the thing. Like there are fish back there that are swimming around and they're just living their life back there, living their fishy lives. And I think there's value in that. Another one. 12 pounds. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think 20 is the actual cap. I feel like I've never seen a fish that's like more than 20 pounds in this game. I watch a lot of Ocarina of Time speedrunners. You just gonna come over here? You gonna jump in my hands too? Nope. Never mind. Wait, what is that? What is that? What is that noise? Is there a fish just like going in and out of the water somewhere? I heard like a bunch of splashing happening. Do they react to me? I think they do run away from you. Because there's no fish over here now. What if I swim by them? It's interesting because like it untargets them. It's almost like they stop being fish for a little bit. And they just move. Or targetable objects, maybe I should say, not stop being fish. I like the other side because we don't see the glitch as much. Let's go over there. Alright. Alright, well, let's just cast another line, I guess. As much as I'm like, maybe... Okay, so I did have to like actually latch onto that. So that is a mechanic. I think previously I just had already been holding down A and back. So I didn't notice it. I think part of me is like, we should... Oh. Thank you from someone on Ko-fi. I don't know if that came through or not on stream, but there was a Blue Breaker Burst level up thing. So thank you, donation. Yeah, I forgot to talk about that. I did start new coffee stuff. So for that. So oh my gosh. somebody had an interesting name that showed up. So thank you for donation though. Yeah, I switched out Patreon for Ko-fi stuff, and now it's like basically if we get to a certain point where you can replace a day of paycheck for me, I will work on a video all day instead of real work all day, because thankfully I have the flexibility to do that right now. So I thought it was maybe the best like compromise, especially right now while I'm still trying to like reorganize the channels, but also in the sense that like I feel like a lot of the problems with like my donation stuff is like is that it takes time away from me doing the things that like actually make the channel good. So in some ways, like donating to me makes the channel slower to update. So any support is helpful for that. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Or whatever that is. So, but yeah, at least for now, I think that's like a good, just like generic goal. Maybe in the future I can have something more specific, and you know, if we never get there, that's fine too as well. So, I mean, I think if you're supporting me, you're supporting me for more than just that, especially if it's a goal that's like, I'll work 8 hours on a video, basically. So 7 pounds. Okay. I don't know if I should like ban myself from looking at the timer. I feel like I keep eyeing it down, hoping that it will be over for this one. Trying to think if there's any reason to come back here as child either. I'm pretty sure it's like the same. You know, we can change the time of day. Hey, why not be a daytime fishing? Oh, a progress bar? Yeah, that's probably actually right. You are right. Let me switch to daytime. What is the sun song? So it's called, right? Yeah, right down up, right down up. Easy enough. Oh, can't do it in here. All right. Oh, I need to stay outside first. Forgot it's not immediate. There we go. Okay, a little bit of change of color. I got that rumble. Got that rumble, baby. Still glitchy trees, or a little bit. Now, I don't think that changes anything, I will say. But I feel like the water's harder to see through in the day, though. Like, it looks more like a solid blue to me now than it did before. I feel like before I could at least, like, kind of see where the fish were as I was swinging it in. Maybe throw it by something a bit more defined and see if that helps. I think I might be of the mind that daytime might be worse for telling what you're trying to get, at least, or at least morning. I think is when we are. I think we kind of went in at like dusk. Time freezes, I think, in the fishing hole, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong, but I think whenever you come in, you lock time. So it's kind of like that orangey morning. What is this song, by the way? Is this Kakariko Village song, or? I think it is. That sounds right. As much as I stare at Ocarina of Time, you think I would know this. Not that I actually play it, but... Something. Someone. Get over here. I do love them just like hopping around out of the water and stuff sometimes. It's a very lively pond, I think, in some ways. Especially when it's like stuff that you actually can fish. There's a ton of fish down there. You see how many fish are there? Holy crap. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're like all bundled up on top of each other. Eat my lair. Eat my lair. They are in school mode. Come on. Oh, here we go. Coffee! Yeah, thank you. I don't know how to pronounce it. Somebody like broke my brain about it because they say coffee and then like Kofi, and I was like, oh. So now I don't know which one it is. Was there a fish that was trying to get there, or was that the lure making that noise? I don't think the lure has that much impact on the water when it comes out. Oh yeah, there's like a little stream here. Anything cool about this stream to think about? I guess if this technically comes from the lake, does that make this like salt water in here? No, lakes are fresh water. Never mind. I'm done. Right. Excuse me. I feel like I can't see anything. Oh, there we go. I believe I've heard as well, and I don't want to consider this because this is just knowledge I happen to have, that like the different times of day also like change how the fish behave too. So like certain times of day they're more like likely to bite than other times of day. But I don't really want to consider that as much, I feel like, because I don't think most people know that. And it's very much like, hey, I follow Ocarina of Time speedrunning stuff, and hey, in 100% you gotta go fish still, so I know that information because of how routing works to that game. Or at least I believe I know that information. I don't want to... I'm not an Ocarina of Time speedrun expert, so like it's like information I've consumed at some point, but not necessarily information I'm 100% confident is 100% accurate. So, oh, that guy was so close. They're both so close. Little baby fish. Curious if there's any like visual effect changes between the GameCube and the 64 version of the water or anything like that. I know fire is really messed up in pretty much every version of Ocarina of Time after this. It's like the emulator or whatever doesn't get the fire effects right. Somebody. Get up here. Water also looks like way more pixelated up close than further away, I feel like. I'm not sure what's causing that, because it feels like the ripple effects are affecting it to some degree. I don't know, the water has like a weird texture to it now that I've noticed. Like the area closest to us has like a strange... I don't know what you would call it. Like the waves on the top of the water are like almost staticky in some way. There's some nice looking water too. All right, I don't think we can catch any of these baby fish, unfortunately, despite them swimming around. My lure is bigger than their body, so I don't think they're gonna go for it. Anyone else? Buddy? I think I see a shadow of one deep, deep, deep down there. Use our Z targeting. See if that helps us out. Oh, alarm's done. All right, cool. Woo! Well, as much as I was like, maybe we should end this at 30 minutes, I think even just sitting there staring at it long enough, we did get some more out of it, even if it was not a ton. Here's the alarm. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I think it's too high-pitched, but anyways. All right. Ocarina of Time fishing. Bring out the trophy board. Now, due to the nature of this being the very first fishing game we're looking at, this is fishing ranking. This is the best fishing minigame for now. I will say, while it is quite close to how I remember it, the lack of variety in the type of fish, I think, is a big thing. Like, I kind of caught the 20-pounder like the second I came in, and that was kind of it. So I think there's something to be said about there just not being a lot of depth to this one. Admittedly, all these are fishing mini games, so, but the lack of variety, I think, is a thing. So, but for now, it's at the highest part of this chart. So, I do really appreciate the liveliness of the pond, though. I think that is something that, in hindsight, I didn't realize was so detailed in some ways. Like somebody put some effort into that pond, I feel like. So yes. All right. I think that's all really have to say about it. Visually, it looks kind of nice. The fishing hole's a little bland as a whole, but it works. All right. Pull up another game here. Go away. Oh, fishing ranking needs to be put on the actual thing. There we go. Okay. All right. No more this. So I gotta do setup real quick. I think it should be pretty easy for this next game though. I just have to actually go get it. So I'll be right back. All right. Control. Oops. Everyone's favorite Babylon Fall fishing. That's a lie. There's no fishing in Babylon's Fall. So, all right. Where's my thing so I can stretch it out? We'll be doing fishing in not Ghost of Tsushima, Yakuza 3. I didn't do much fishing in this game when I played through it. I briefly touched on it, but didn't go too deep into it. So I think this game is fairly generous and letting you go back and do things. So I don't think it will be a problem. Yeah, got some data there, but I think it's like, more or less open world, do whatever. Do we have any game audio? I don't think we have any game audio. How about now? Okay. How about now? Okay. Technical difficulties, the stream, apparently. Okay. Really? Still no audio. Hey, Mr. T. Technical difficulties. Very fun. Is how it's going at the moment. All right, let me try something else. Still no game audio. Anything. Really. Trying to do something. All right. Okay. I've literally removed everything from the process. I guess we deactivate, activate. I don't. Why is stream tonight being a butt? Guess maybe just turn the PS4 off and on again and see if that handshakes the audio. We'll do a restart first. HDMI handshaking stuff is one of my least favorite things about modern video games. I know it's not like something you guys really have to deal with ever, but for me, it is like one of the greatest headaches is making devices handshake with each other properly. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm messing something up here and I'm losing the audio some other way, but well, yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess this should work is the thing. There we go. God damn it. Okay. Alrighty. Finally. We're back. It was all HDMI handshaking stuff. My favorite. Alright. I have like 7 devices that have to handshake with each other. So Oops. Well, dropping stuff. All right, Yakuza 3. Finally. Just as a reminder, since people have just showed up, so we have some brief sets of rules here for our fishing ranking. So far, Ocarina of Time is the only fishing ranking game. So that is on there. I had mixed feelings on Ocarina of Time's fishing, honestly. More mixed than I expected. But we have our little rule book here. I am open to additional rules, although in considering how deep we go into this, the harder it will be to add more rules, I feel like. But 30-minute sessions, and we're not considering any game awards. Because I feel like depending on the game, what the rewards would be can vary significantly depending on the type of game it is. So I think it's kind of unfair for certain games to maybe not have as big as rewards or as relevant rewards. All right. So we need to get to Okinawa. I can't upgrade abilities. Thank you. I think it's just the pink things here. The subway? No. It's like a taxi, I think, right? Yeah. Is it the airport, if I recall correctly? Hello. Joji. I don't remember who Joji is. Oh! Spoilers. Yakuza 3 spoilers. Oh, this is the end of the video game. All right, can I ignore all this? Or do I need to do something different? Maybe we need to load up a different way. There we go. Okay. I'm pretty sure the airfield of Okinawa is not where the story is. Oh, no. It is where the story is. All right. Let's see if we can salvage this in some way. How do we get to Okinawa to fish? If we do a new game plus, we might be stuck in tutorial for a little bit. Let me see if there's like a mini game selection on the main screen here. Extra modes. I have new costumes. Okay. Whoops. Oh, okay. Well, guess we're doing that. Okay, no story. Perfect. All right, back to finding a taxi. Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Get out of my way! I gotta go fishing! Alright, here we are. 700 yen. That's fine. I wonder if it's more expensive now because we're not in story. We're in story, they're like, hey, 200 yen because we need you to get there. Okay, so we're not gonna... Oh, I already automatically switched my shirt. Cool. Easy. And I think we go up here, right? It's been a little bit. Morning Glory? That sounds right. I never went back to the golf course after the story golf stuff, so... So I think don't know if we can change time of day, but we'll start at night. And I think we just walk up to the water and then just start fishing. Okay, there's a fish just hanging out here. Is this like actual fish that we catch? I don't think so. All right, here's a fishing rod. Okay. All right, is it time? Okay. Let me set my timer. Fishing now. No, I don't have any bait. Ah! All right, we gotta go buy bait. Timer not started. I think. Storage might have bait in it. Where do I find storage? Should I find it in my room? Don't look at any of the spoilers here. There's so many spoilers in front of you right now. Is this my room? Okay. Any bait in here? Mystery. Gear. Comfy shoes. I would assume bait would be under other. Okay, here's some worms. Clams. These are like individual items. Okay. Well, all this stuff can get out of here. All I need is anything I can put on a rod. Although I feel like we do not have a lot of bait. Maybe we should see if we can find a store real quick. All right. No. Give me my thing back. Although it's going to get bait part of the minigame. This is a question I have not considered. I lost the worm. It's all right. We'll just go buy some. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can find the store real quick. Where am I going? How do I get out of here? Get out of the house, Dad. All right. Dad is leaving. Hopefully nighttime doesn't matter for stores as well. Okay, let's check this map. I think if I just like run down this road, I should come across a few shops. Is there... Do I have a map at all? There we go. This it looks like a restaurant. Oh god. I think this is mostly like souvenir shops down here. Oh, whoops, I ran the light on accident. Okay, there's something like right here. Oh no, I don't want to beat up anybody. Get out of here. I forgot about punks, street thugs. All right, we're playing Yakuza real quick. This is why I was like maybe about 5 fishing games in case something like this happens and I don't know how long it takes us. Ouch. Oops. Is that it? No. Get down. Go away, Iza. Fishing. Okay. Here? No. Here? Okay, I think this might be a place to get some bait. Oh, drugstore, no. Do you sell bait at the drugstore? I would love for you to sell bait. Yakuza 3. Where to buy bait? In the public market, at the southernmost part of the city, there's a fish cellar. At the bottom of the fish cellar, there will be bait. Okay, glad thing we checked. I think that is down here. Sorry, I was doing something real quick. I think this is the fish market. No, I don't want to do anything. No favors. No cats. I'm sure it's a wonderful quest line. It's a Yakuza game, but this is not what I'm here for right now. It's a job for police. We're trying to fish. That's the whole reason we're in Yakuza right now. But we're having some trouble. Whoops, I'm not trying to sell. Having some trouble trying to get there. Dang it, stop it. This whole stream's been a little bit of an adventure. Okay, so supposedly he's got, yeah, okay, we got some bait down here, so. Like, maybe we should just, like, get rid of some of this stuff as well. I mean, I'll never play this video game again, so. Oh, I can only sell, I mean, I guess I'll sell that, I don't. Can I send any of this stuff, or can I equip any of this stuff? Okay, use that item. I can just get it out of my, okay, this is permanently a part of my inventory, so. Hopefully none of this matters. Hopefully someday I won't need any of that. Okay, all I need is bait, that's all I want. How you doing, Joseph? Unlimited Adventure is on the list. I am on the fence of whether we bring that on tonight or not. So, if we want to see Unlimited Adventure fishing, it can happen. I think Sonic Adventure for sure is on the docket though. I do have a list of things, but I don't have them prepared. So, moments like this, we're on the journey to rank a fishing game rather than ranking a fishing game. Angry punks trying to keep us from fishing. So, but we'll get there. I threw all my weapons out. Okay. Hey, bud. Can I use this bottle? Or is it gone? Give me that bottle. I think he's the only one left. Okay, good. He's bloody. But yeah, I played through this earlier this year, so I enjoyed it a lot. Okay. I don't know when I'll get to use Yakuza 4. I don't know what I want out of Yakuza 4. Don't hit me. I don't know what I want out of Yakuza 4. But I think I will play it eventually. But I feel like I got what I needed out of Yakuza 3. Honestly, I feel like if I never play another Yakuza game, I feel satisfied with Yakuza 3, which is maybe does not bode well for my future of the Yakuza series. I'm sure each game has its own thing, though. I'm not saying like that it's valueless per se, but I think my particular interests, I think, not sure what I want anymore. All right. We're here. 30-minute timer. Start. I don't remember how this fishing minigame works. We'll give it a try, though. But there are lots of fish over there. Let me read the instructions again. Select your bait, then decide where to cast your line. Each type of bait has different range of effect, and the fish won't bite if you use the wrong bait. Items in your possession that can be used as bait will be shown in the list. The gauge shows where fish are most concentrated. Use the bait that is effective in those areas. Cast your line and wait for the fish to bite. The X icon will appear when a fish is biting. Quickly press X to reel it in. R1 reels in, L1 adds slack. Pay attention to the tension gauge and don't let your fish line snap. So this one I actually snapped in this one. Tilt the left and right to follow the movement of the fish. Okay. Tilt the pole up and down to raise or lower the pole. Control the tension of the line, reel in the fish. So I tried playing this when I was playing through the game normally and was terrible at it. So we'll see how effective we are. We'll start with like a worm though. Pokemon fishing mini? Is there a Pokemon fishing mini game? Okay. Which Pokemon game? I thought about Pokemon Channel, but you don't fish really yourself there, so. Now, I will say one thing that Ocarina of Time already has over this game is that this, definitely feels more like minigamey versus like a living pond in some ways. Good music, though. Good presentation. But this is the one I just like. I never could really feel like I ever got good at this minigame, unfortunately. I mean, we'll probably... Oh, there we go. I got it. Puffer. I feel like we will look at games like that. I think there's still value to stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Is it all Pokemon games or that have that? Keep fish. I don't know if the bait will last just 30 minutes, but we'll see what happens. All right. Let's try to go for like a mid-range fish this time. Bien. Ikuze. It's always weird to me that Spectrobe's Origins has the character saying Ikuze. But it is a Japanese game, so. Interesting choice by the localization team to leave it in, though. Joseph, it might be the most beautiful fishing game, though. Was it in Pokemon Red, Blue, or Silver? That are the 3 Pokemon games that I still own. Oh, all right. Do I lose the bait after that, or is the bait still with me? I need to put on new bait. Okay, I did lose the bait. All right, maybe I need to like reel a little bit more. All right. I'll need to look into that. I think my save data for all those games might be dead, so I'll have to check to see the current status. Oh, there we go. I am doing a lot of Animal Crossing fishing right now, which is basically that too. Which maybe we'll bring that on stream as well at some point tonight. I don't know. I feel like in games where I can make money from doing like nature stuff, fishing is often one of the first things I want to do, but don't always do. Okay. I think he's getting closer. I would like to look at the Final Fantasy XI fishing minigame as well, but I'd have to resubscribe. My line broke. Definitely a lot more challenging than Ocarina of Time's fishing. Or at least more complexity. Vinegar squid? Okay. I'm still going to try for the middle row. Oh. I was trying to move something on stream real quick and then got the bite. All right. Come here, buddy. I feel like raising and lowering the stick like drastically increases the tension. Or like holding it straight left or straight right seems to be the better option. Feeling good about this one. Ooh, that was close. Slack. Okay. So hard for me to tell if we're close or not. I think he's closer, though. He looks really close to me. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, Animal Crossing definitely like it's good for money. I'm trying to not consider rewards though. I'm uncertain about if I consider rewards that feed back into fishing, but I don't want to consider like game rewards like bells and things like that. So Okinawa for groper, a fish with a light dose. Oh, okay. I didn't see that last time that we got like a description. That's kind of nice. Okay, then the back fishy. I don't know if I got that. Yeah, and then like the 3D model for the fish is cool too. Yeah, but one problem I had with Ocarina of Time's fishing is like there's only one kind of fish in the pond, and this definitely has way more variety. So it's gonna be interesting, like trying to figure out which one. Oh no, trying to figure out which one goes on top though, because like I feel like these are two very different types of fishing mini games between them. So there we go. All right. Also glad that it auto equips your Hawaiian dad shirt when you come to Okinawa. So I was really kind of, you know, I like this game a lot, but the back half of like going back to Kamurocho, I feel like I just didn't care what was happening. So I really like the Okinawa stuff with being, you know, the orphanage dad and like the small time Yakuza stuff. And I really wish the game focused more on that. But I realize, you know, if you want to make your intense story, right, that's not going to play out fine, so. Or not play out as well, so. You got to go the other way with that. Oh, God. For this fishing minigame, I might have to turn on text-to-speech because I'm trying to read your stuff, Joseph, but maybe I'll do that right after this fish. Or just, I don't know, I feel like this is going to take a long time to get in. Something arcadey. That makes sense, yeah. I didn't think about that. There's like Sega bass fishing and stuff like that, right? Like, I don't know if this is anywhere near that. I've never played Sega bass fishing, so. I do know that was in, I think, the Xbox 360 Dreamcast collection or something. And I believe there's like a Switch, or a Wii version, but there's a ton of fishing games on the Wii, so. I've debated getting the, I think there's a Konami one and a Hudson one that I've kind of looked at. There's a couple Switch ones as well, but I really should play a full Switch game at some, or a full fishing game at some point, but I think probably it's just gonna be Fishing Resort. So, which, you know, is on the Go Vacation, Wii, whatever kind of line of games, so. Seems like this is mostly just like being patient. That's kind of the big thing. As long as you're patient, they eventually get there. I don't really know what pulling back on the rod does at the moment, because it like seems like it just increases tension a ton. So 48 Ida bucha. This is a parrotfish. Cut it up into sashimi while it's still fresh. I mean, all of this, I guess, is about eating the fish, right? So it should be like, it's worth mentioning probably that we're playing the PS4 version of this game. So you know, I don't know how this differs visually from the PS3 version, so. Yeah, tire the fishy out, yeah. Are there more fishing spots in Yakuza 3 at all, or is this the only one? I can't think of there being more. I don't know, like, if I reel back in, does it, like, get me back into the bait zone? Because I overshot that quite a bit. Feels very like golf-like in terms of that aspect. Okay, well, we got it. I also don't know if I can change time of day in this. What was it called? Premium adventure mode or whatever. I might Google that here real quick after this one. I would like to play the Yakuza Kenzen game, I think is what it's called. So, but I don't know when I'd play that, and it's all in Japanese, and they're not remaking it, so. But I think there's like a fan-translated YouTube edition version online. Oh, no! So, the line broke. One location, several fish. Gotcha. We'll go back to a wormy. Got about 18 minutes left on this one. Boy, man, last night though was an adventure for me. Like they so I went and looked at news. Sometimes I try to look at news a little earlier in the week because I like sometimes looking at like the entire week's of news on Friday is just a lot to look at all at once. And I was like trying to figure out like I was looking at that Dragon Quest Champions thing. I was like trying to figure out like what is this thing? What is going on with this thing? And like to figure out it was like a Dragon Quest Battle Royale, man. I was just like once I realized what was happening, I was like, oh my god. Video games are amazing. Video games are back again. Turn-based Dragon Quest Battle Royale. I am all about this. So I submitted for the beta last night, and we'll see. We'll see if I get selected. So I'm okay if it tunnels me through the story. If honestly, if that's kind of the case, like it's probably better for that game given it's not in English. There's like a fan translation project, but it seems like basically it's kind of, I don't want to say dead, but like there hasn't been an update in like 2 or 3 years, I think. So, which doesn't mean nobody's working on it, but you know, still. I believe the PSP games all got translated though. So, the Sin Sophia games or whatever they are. Black Panther, maybe? That sounds right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would love to play Dragon Quest X, but, you know, the reality is that that game is so old at this point that I would have to go through years of content. Gurukun, also known as Takasago or banana fish. Tastes good fried. I want to see if there's like a fishing menu here real quick. Like, is there anything in addition I can learn about these fish in my inventory? No. We got profiles. Okay, those are people. These are quests. Is fishing on here? Yeah. Okay. Just says catch every type of fish. So there's only 3 fish left? Am I right in that? Doesn't seem like we can do anything with them either. Just kind of look and see like, hey, there are indeed fish you have caught. And none of that really matters. Okay. I played a little bit of Dragon Quest X offline, and I think the presentation of it and the fact that characters can like move around in real time does like matter a weird amount for me. I don't know if that is shallow of me or not, but I played a little bit of it and just was not digging it that much. It's one of those things that like when you kind of boil it down to just be an offline adventure that just kind of looks like, you know, normal Dragon Quest, it's like, well, why am I even playing this? So due to time of day. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna look up how to do time of day. If I miss this, I'll just go do that real quick. Looks like I'm probably gonna miss this though. All right. Yakuza 3 Premium Adventure Change time of day. Talk to Saki. Trying to remember who Saki is. I think Saki's one of the girls, right? Is it this girl? Yeah. Daytime fishing. Awaken, awaken, awaken. All right. Look at that nice cloud JPEG. Oh, nice. It's still a good looking game. I mean, I don't know how much they touched up this game, but I assume it's probably using a lot of like Yakuza 4 assets maybe, but I could be wrong. I never really like sat down and compared them. I'm sure there's like a video out there that does it though. So. Oh, there's something way out there. Gotta shoot big. In general, I feel like PS3 and 360 era stuff has held up very well. So, I'm still kind of of the mind by like around the mid 2000s, everyone more or less kind of figured out how 3D graphics should work. And, you know, obviously there's, you know, differences and different qualities of stuff, but generally I feel like this era, people just kind of nailed stuff overall. So, even if it has like, you know, some limitations. So. I think even DS games like look really good when you like, you know, remove the resolution factor. Oh no, that was our last deep bait. So, all right. But yeah, I feel like early PS2, Xbox, and that stuff still at times can feel very like PS1, Nintendo 64-ish in a lot of ways, which is just like the detail just wasn't quite there on characters a lot of times. Or like they have a ton of polygons, but they just like don't know what to do with them. So think about like how Blue Stinger does eyes or whatever. It's like the most weird looking eyes, but you know. Who knows? Did what they could. Alright. After this, I'll check how much time we have left, but I think it's probably less than 10 minutes, so. And then we'll move on to whatever's next. Ah, this guy again. Oh, more than 10 minutes. 10 minutes and 40 seconds left on this one. Okay. If it does tend to go too long for all these, we could maybe cut it down to like maybe 20 minutes. So. But I do worry that we'll get to one and then feel like we can't like fully get everything we need out of it in the period of time. Because this is like mostly very arcadey, I feel like I kind of got everything I'm gonna get out of this one at the moment, but who knows, maybe there'll be cool fish. A fish will change my mind. I think it's like one of them has like spear fishing instead, right? I wonder if we would count that. Not that I would do it because I don't have a save file, but at least not until I do it. Ah, man. don't know if I like flying too close to the sun with this stuff. I feel like I'm just like really hanging out on the red side of the bar most of the time. Well, let's see if we get anything. We went a little too far out, so I don't know. I don't feel a particular need to 100% it, but currently part of our rules is 30-minute sessions. And game words what we considered. I am open to changing those rules or adding rules, but I feel like Ocarina of Time, I was thinking 30 minutes might be too long, but I feel like spending 30 minutes on that minigame was the right thing to do. So I think it really kind of emphasized the lack of variety in that. And I think there's like some value in knowing that like, oh, you know, this is kind of the depth of it. Here we are. We've done what we can. Unless there's like some secret unlock from, you know, catching all the fish. But I don't necessarily need to like fully review all these, so. Okay, I'm gonna slack a lot. Okay. Might just try to stick closer to yellow. Good. Hey, Joshua. Fish. We are fish. All right, I didn't read the description for this guy earlier, so. Abasa. Okinawan for blowfish. Great for abasa stew. Oh, interesting. And I assume that's just like normal fishing rod fishing, right? No spear fishing with that. I don't really know like if there's anything I can do at this part to make this a more successful thing, or just depends on the bait and the type of fish it is. Oh. Oh, wrong way. Go, slack. I don't know if there's any like story fishing in Yakuza at all, or if it's all just minigame stuff. It was like the golf. There was like the golf mission, right? And then like on the golf mission, that's like you play golf, but it's like related to the story. So, the groper. Also don't know like if you sell. I mean, not that it matters for this, but if you can sell the fish, we'll be out of bait soon though. So we might have to end early, if only for not having any bait left. Oh, it does have a sway? Okay. I just went to the like the fishing market or whatever here, so. There was like a weird, I'm trying to remember if there's like a weird fishing one I did on here. I don't remember how much like side stuff I did in this game, but I'm pretty casual when it comes to side stuff in games like this. Like, I'm kind of okay just, you know, letting side quests go to the side if it doesn't feel important enough to the main story, so. I don't get the impression most side quests in Yakuza matter to the main plot. That doesn't mean that they're not interesting, but I'm kind of okay to just let them go kind of thing and just like play the ones that I naturally stumble across kind of thing. So rather than like hunt them down or whatever. I think it's like, maybe I'm thinking of like there's something that was like buried over here or something and they had to go get it because like a dude was in debt or something. I can't remember. It was like the rock to my right or whatever. There's like the final quest marker was there, I believe, and you like maybe it was like a bunch of booze that was buried there or something. Can't remember for sure. There we go. Well, last bit of bait, we did catch something. Well, we have 3 minutes left, but I have no more bait. So we will use this time, I think, to go to the fish market and see if we get there. Experience the fish market selling process. We did turn in our fish in Ocarina of Time, so I guess that's only fair. But again, rewards do not matter. Oh, we're gonna have to beat up people probably. I hope nobody gets in my way. Maybe I should stay in the middle of the road and try to avoid. Okay, anyone in here look like punks? That guy kind of looks like a punk. I'm profiling people. Those guys look like punks. Stay away from them. They would have ran after me if they actually were, but... Okay, fish market, fish market. I think you can get and find it at fish market too, though, so... Gotta be careful here. Okay. That guy... He looks like he's looking for a fight to me. Okay. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. All right. I'm here to sell. And then we get to sell the fish. I don't know if we can cook with the fish at all. But you can sell them. All right, well. Cut it 1 minute and 30 seconds short, but I don't think we'll buy enough bait to get back and do any more fishing, so. Go up and enjoy the, I think there's like a staircase here, right? Isn't there? I think there's something. I feel like there's like an upper level to this thing. There it is. It's like a little cafeteria up here. You come up here for like one story quest, but... Oh, hello, fortune teller. All right, side quest, fish quest. Okay, special game modes. Okay. None of those are related to fishing, so I cannot sit. We're gonna hang out. These are our new crew of friends. This is the fishing club. See, you can RP some fishing stuff in this game. Very important. Ooh, he's got some manga. Is there for? Oh, there's a first-person mode. We can't really get closer than that, I don't think, unfortunately, but there we go. Curious if that's like, you know, the Punch-Out thing where they took actual manga and just like downscaled it, or if somebody drew something for it. All right. 10 seconds left on the timer. Here's our fishing board. Ocarina of Time is currently number 1. There's our timer. Okay. Where should Yakuza go on this? Yakuza 3. There's definitely more variety. I think it's like 10 fish, right? I think it's what we saw. In terms of the number of fish, you get little like bits of dialogue about them or fish dialogue. And I think a key thing is that like you at least need to catch 10 fish and different and I'd imagine like different depths and stuff like that matter a lot. Where Ocarina of Time, like We kind of walked in there, caught the 20-pound fish, and it was kind of done. And then we didn't really have anything else left to do after that. And that, you know, was maybe unfortunate. All right, I think do I need to actually make, I don't really want to make multiple thing. Can I just space this out in a way that's fine? Oh boy, all right. We'll figure this out. Yakuza 3. I'm gonna guess that we're just gonna have to make separate ones for now. So let's just do that for now. Discard changes. Can I copy this so we keep the same size? So let me rename this to Ocarina of Time rank. The fishing pond in Ocarina of Time felt very lively, I will say, where this definitely feels more like a arcadey kind of thing. So, text or copy, paste the duplicate. Okay. Yakuza 3. I'd say mechanically, Yakuza 3 is better. This is a hard decision. This is a hard two to start with because they feel so different from each other. I'm... Oh man, this is hard. I appreciate Ocarina of Time's attention to detail more. There was the 3D fish in this one, though. I am going to say Yakuza 3 is better. There are some cool things about Ocarina of Time's environments and how those fish act in those environments. But the core fishing, I think, needs to be improved more for it. So I think we will be leaving it at that. All right. Thank you, Yakuza 3, for participating in the King of Fishing. You are number one right now. All right. Let me see what else we got going on here. So we can do One Piece. We can do... I could boot up Animal Crossing. Sonic Adventure would be kind of the next big one, I feel like. Let's do Sonic Adventure. The double Sega feature hour. Now, hopefully, I have Sonic Adventure save data. So that's the first check. So turn off PS4. And let me get my Dreamcast. I don't think I need 64 anymore, so. Oops. Oh, the Dreamcast's already here. How convenient. Right. I should have put that away a long time ago. Um, I think I have the right memory card for this. Okay, it's not plugged into power. Interesting, the power plate is unplugged, so I must have thought about putting it away. Hmm. All right. Uh, all right, I think we're good. Not as easy as it used to be for me to switch between systems like this, so. All right. Is the RetroTink on? It is. But the PS4 is plugged in directly because of the sound issue. All right. So I'm trying to remember. I think Big the Cat basically can go to any stage, right? It's kind of not technically a fishing minigame. All right. No SCART. Let's figure out why there's no SCART signal coming through. There. Okay. But I feel like it's in the spirit of fishing minigame, even if it's not technically really a fishing minigame. What's today's date? It's the 1st of the year of the month, January 2023. Hey, why not the time too, right? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. There you go. All right, let me resize this window here real quick. So I'm trying to remember, in terms of like place to go fish, unless somebody has a preference, I think there was like a special fishing area that was like in on the Emerald Beach stage or something, right? Am I accurate in thinking that? Sonic fans here. I'm playing the Dreamcast version, so I don't know if that has any impact. Do you have any sound coming through? Be good to know. I think there is. Okay, yep. Yeah, I'm thinking there was like a fishing zone like in Emerald Beach, like that's like a hidden one. Like, part of me wants to go look at that one. But maybe we should just go to the first stage. But I feel like in that place, like, though, you're, like, it's kind of like, you're not just fishing for Froggy in that place, I think. I think that's, like, part of why I have some interest in it. Yeah, I think adventure.
Select a character.
We'll see if we can go... Oh, let's read the instruction real quick. Oh, is this a tutorial? I just want to read instructions. Okay, here we go. All right. XB cast, A jump. Press and hold the X button to display the cursor. Position it over the target location and release X button to cast. If your cast successful, fishing mode will start. Cast your lure at the enemy to attack. Okay. Floating. Big can float and swim. Press and hold the A button to dive and release to resurface. Okay. Tugging the rod. Real and slow is X and B, and then A is quickly. Hey, little guy. Other actions. Pick up, put down, throw. Shake. Big can hold heavy objects. Hey, Joshua, how's it going?
The rules for the action stages.
The objective is to catch Froggy. We don't care about Froggy, so. Okay, do not put too much stress on the line. Take the rod accordingly. We'll go to Emerald Beach and see if we can find the thing. If not, we'll see what happens. Froggy. Yep, it's Froggy time. Although I will be not capturing Froggy if I don't have to, I think. Can we cast in the pool? Oh, we can. Or at least we tried. I don't know if we fully can. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I haven't played this game forever. I want to look at this drink. All right. Sonic Adventure is a weird looking game, and I appreciate that. Something about it just feels like way brighter than I feel like any other Sonic game in some ways, but oh, fish and Froggy. Okay, well, let's not. I don't care about Froggy. I care about fish. Okay, so I think what's going on here? Okay, so this is a part of a level? Is that what's happening here? We have a 1-up apparently. Is this what I was thinking of? Yeah, I think this is what I was thinking of. Okay. Here we go. I was pretty sure there's like some secret area in here. Which actually, maybe this is not secret. Maybe Froggy's just in here, actually, now that I think about it. But there are other fish in here. Alright. Well, we can explore around and do more, but I think this is maybe the most tonally appropriate place to start, so. All right. 30 minutes is on. This tree is already not helping. Man. This feels like the most video game thing of just like Big just like sliding around with the camera completely locked behind him. All right. Let's see here. We got like some sharks over there or something. That's a really weird feeling. Oh, okay. It's interesting. The camera's like not from my perspective, so I don't know if there's a particular way I should be pulling the stick. I am doing it though, so. Got a fish. All right. I really like the water effects on the ground. I think those look really good. I don't think we can catch that fish. I could be wrong, but those 2D fish I think are maybe not grabbable. So maybe it's only sharks in here? Big Duke cat, yeah. Whatever pays the bills, bud. I actually don't know if he's... I assume he's still doing Duke Nukem voice for somebody on, like... What was that service called where you can, like, pay somebody to say something to you, a famous person? I forget what it's called. Grab it. Hey, hey, buddy. Buddy. Why does that shark look like a pen racer? No, I already caught you. Okay. Oh. Oh, am I dead? Fascinating. Wait, did that hurt me? So do I need rings or something? Can only, like, for some reason you can't, like, do like a full turn. You can only do like a 180-degree rotation or something, I think. Okay, there's something down there in the rings there. So let me go get that one. And the lure moving is a little weird because, like, when you press it, it like moves in a really funky way. I don't really know if I fully understand like what's happening, like in terms of like how my inputs work. In terms of the direction it goes. Is it based off Big's location? Is that why it's weird? Oh, come on. Get it, buddy. Get it. Come on. It's delicious. Actually don't know what the lure's supposed to be. It's kind of like a tiny pink fish. Come on. Come on. Maybe I need to, like, not reel before he bites fully. I'd be okay if that red fish grabbed it, too. I just want a different fish than the last one I did. Come on. Yeah, because that's not even, like, based off Big's location in terms of me pressing left, because, like, that's to the right of Big at the moment, so... I don't know why the lure moves the way it does. Alright. Can I undo this? Okay, there we go. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. He just seems like he doesn't want to touch it. Unless I'm forgetting something. Huh. Welcome back to Big the Cat. I'm struggling, but... I'm not sure how the biting mechanics of this work. Maybe if I do like a slow reel? But yeah, we gave Yakuza top slot at the moment. Ocarina of Time. I was a little disappointed by Ocarina of Time, so I kind of lowered it down. All right. Oh. No, he's not looking at me anymore. All right, let's get out there. Abort. All right. Let's go try fishing somewhere else. This is kind of like weirdly cramped. It is a nice looking area. There's like an interesting set of fish here. But I want to kind of go fish out here, I think. fishing music's pretty chill in Sonic Frontiers. I can't remember it. I feel like the fishing in Sonic Frontiers was very, very simple, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. So. Okay. Oh no. Let me up. Okay. Boy. See if this has anything to say to us. Give me fishing tips. I don't want Froggy though. I want fishies. Okay, some of these look like the same fish as the ones down there, so maybe a little more spread out. Although I don't know, maybe the size is different too, because it's like a weight. Yeah, there's a weight thing up there. The barbecue, is it the Monster Hunter barbecue music? Fished up money instead of fish, but it happened, yeah. I only Dynasty Warrior games I own is the PS2 Dynasty Warriors 4. And then, oh, come here, buddy. I already caught you. I kind of don't want you, but... Did I forget, like, how to make things bite? Like, I don't feel like I had to do that for the first ones. Get up. I don't know.
There's a secret passage somewhere. Go and find it.
Thank you. It's a nice looking, like, area, though. Like, the underwater effects, I think, look pretty nice. I'm sure it's just like a texture or whatever, but... I don't think I ever realized that, like, Big has, like, an inner... I mean, oh, never mind, it's a belt. I thought he had, like, an inner tube around him. Oh, wait, it does, like, inflate when he goes up and down. Okay, so it is an inner tube. Can I stand on, like, here? No. Only on this little thing. I have to say, it takes a lot of confidence to, like, make big fishing, like, a major part of your video game. But that's kind of what Sonic Adventure is in a lot of ways, so. A lot of big ideas. I must be forgetting something. Let's get out of here real quick. Like, I haven't had a fish bite since the first one, basically. Go back to the how to fish screen. My friend played oh, I didn't resize the screen, I'm sorry. My friend played, I think, the open world Dynasty Warriors game. He said it was not very good. I think, is that the last one that happened? All right, let's reread these instructions. I feel like I forgot something at some point.
How to play as Big.
Pass, jump. Fishing move will start. So attack. Floating. Tugging the rod. Maybe it's tugging the rod? And then you reel. Hey, little guy. Okay.
The rules for the action stages.
Press down on the analog kick as soon as Froggy bites the lure to hook it. Okay, so it's down on the analog stick. It is like displayed in like a this is how you do Froggy catches, but looks like that is maybe probably a universal thing. So Oh yeah, how's it's hard but fun? Good. I'm glad you're enjoying that. I need to play that myself still. You're playing it on Switch, right? Is it run pretty well, or? I'm not opposed to getting it on the Switch, so. All right. Ow. Monkey. 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 Okay. All right, let's go back down to the special zone. I think it's this way. Let me up. Yeah, I don't think I ever noticed that his like belt inflates before. Would that make... Excuse me. Let's try this again. Come on, the other way, not that way. There we go. Where's this fish at? There we go. No, the other way. Down? Hit. Okay. Yeah, it's down. Only took us 10 minutes to remember that's how it worked, or I don't even know if I knew that's how it worked. I probably did it on accident the first time. I do like the more like dynamic fish view. I think one of the things about Yakuza 3 is that like visually there's not a lot happening. This gets closer to like Ocarina of Time, and it adds like the variety aspect as well. I do feel like mechanically I don't really know what I'm doing though. Ah. Like weird visual effect that's happening on the screen. Can't figure out what's that's from. Okay. Down we go. Drunk music. Nice. Digital Deluxe. I don't remember what the difference is between those versions, so. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, for the Dynasty Warrior 6 thing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know enough about that series, unfortunately. I have the PSP one that I got to play through at some point, and I have Samurai Warriors 3, which is not necessarily that. I don't even know if that's the same company or not. I can't remember. I mostly got that for the Murasame mode thing, so. I feel like there's less fish in here now. Okay, is that the eel that I was trying to get earlier, or is that a 2D sprite of an eel? Starting to question if that was the eel I was trying to get earlier. I don't see anything. Oh, there we go. There's this one. Other way, other way. Okay. No, no, no. Hey, buddy, buddy, buddy. Okay, I think he's coming at me now. Nice. He's kind of baby, but at this point, I'll take anything. We've only caught one fish this whole time. Huh. It's a bit worried that something like this might happen where like I feel like I'm missing something and I can't quite figure out what it is. Cause like there's the reel faster, you can also change the angle of the pole. I don't think it's bad luck. What's this guy? Because I definitely am catching them now. Now that I know what I'm doing with the hook. Keep tapping the reel. So is it probably that like direction doesn't matter at all? It's just okay, we'll try to get this little guy. It's just the reel, basically. Is this somewhere I can stand? Almost, maybe. Okay. Timing matters. Okay. I'll take anything. I'll take the pen shark. Come here, buddy. Where are you going? There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna focus on reeling this time. All right, it seems like the better strat than like trying to tug the line and stuff. Gonna let it go. I'm pulling the line too far. Okay. I don't know if I'm succeeding at the moment. Yeah, oh, God dang it. Let me turn text-to-speech on so I don't have to look at the chat. I think it's, is it under notifications? Yeah. All right. Don't blow me up! Let's see what we got going on over here. We got a fish there. Let's get up here. Maybe? Maybe? I think there's an invisible wall there. Alright, there's a mistake coming over here apparently. Let's go back. I want it to be cool on the rock thing, but apparently that's just the don't go out here rock. Eel, I'll take an eel as well. Whichever one of you want to be my friend. Here we go. Okay, and there's also a line thing at the bottom there, so I guess that shows you like what your progress looks like. I feel like we're not getting anywhere really. Maybe just tap. I feel like tapping's not getting me anywhere either. Yeah, it looks interesting. I like all the fish like have really unique body shapes and stuff. Okay, we're at 10. So we are slightly improving. Eight. Just really slow going. Which I guess with fishing, it's a pretty slow going thing too, right? Oh no, 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 what? Ah! What was that all about? Ugh. He just like pushed away all the way back to where he started. Ugh. Can I kill this with this thing? No, okay. I definitely appreciate like a lot of the surface level elements of this, but I feel like we're definitely having the most trouble with this one of just like not really knowing what to do to make it work, which unfortunately I feel like if you figure it out and you know how to control it, I'd say out of all the ones we probably played, this one, I mean, obviously this is like a part of the game that's like deeper than just a mini game, right? But yeah, I feel like I am just like a little chunky. Okay, I think this moves based off my rotation of the stick is what it is, not like the direction I press. So now I got control of that, it looks like. I'll take it. Yeah, this guy's moving at me, so maybe he just had a really heavy fish and it would have been hard to do anyways. This guy's coming at me at a pretty steady pace. Get up here, buddy. I got a fish. 960, jeez. I guess you want to try to catch something that's near you as well. Reduce the line length. Here. Oh, God. Yeah, it's like a separate head from the rest of his body, basically. Kind of interesting. Get up here. Get up here. Nice. Okay, and it just adds up. All right. We got 6 minutes left. I don't think I have any interest in catching Froggy. We're not here for the main game, so I think we'll keep catching other things. DX, yeah. DX is a weird version, but I think there's a lot of like differences which are interesting. I never picked up DX. I only played the demo. But it seems like there's a lot of people who think the Dreamcast version is a bit better than DX, but you know, I think a lot of it's gonna be personal taste, honestly. So King of Fishing, god dang it, came up when I was laying in bed and couldn't get to sleep, and it's 2 a.m. I was like, what if I just ranked a bunch of fishing mini games? And here we are. I was like, maybe I shouldn't. I already scheduled the Final Fantasy Chocobo Tales stream, but what if we did? So, unfortunately, technical issues have plagued this stream, but gosh dang it. But you know, it's fishing mini games. I don't think we're gonna do like a full another one of these again, though. P3P. Oh yeah, that all came out. Did that come out today? Is when it came out? I mean, I will say, Alvi, that like the stuff that are the differences probably are minor enough that it really doesn't matter. Like the people making videos about like the Dreamcast version of this game is the best. Probably care more than other people about it, but you know, I don't want to say too much. I haven't played the DX version a ton, so I played the demo of the PS3 version of it and the GameCube version of it, and that was it. So, oh god, get over here. Buddy. Glad that they're finally out. I mean, people have been asking for those ports for a very long time, so. I'm afraid if I... Sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to... Got him. I was getting blown up by a monkey during all that. I do not have a set list of games. I have games that I have said, oh, these have fishing mini games in them, but yes, this is never ending, I suppose. But yeah, I don't think we'll do like another full stream of this. I think it'll be something that we just throw on like the end of another stream at some point. Unless like I have a diverse enough lineup to make it like interesting, so. Cool, nice. Yeah, you can drop it in there and I'd be happy to look at it at some point, hopefully. Did I already catch one of these guys? I think so. How much time we got left? We got 2 minutes left. You know what? Let's just go for him because I don't think we'll be able to find somebody else. Get here, buddy. Get here, buddy. Bam. Yeah, it seems like this is mostly just like hang out on the slow reel button. Maybe there's like some higher strats with like the fast reel. I don't really know what moving the fish does still though. Like it seems like maybe it has an effect on tension, but I don't know for sure. Moving in. It's coming in. Oh, buddy. Go the other way. I don't think we're going to get this in time. We'll try, but... This feels like a... unwinnable battle. Feels like he's getting further away. Jeez, yeah, I don't know. Like he's him swimming closer got him closer to me than me reeling him at all. He's just like swimming at me now. Oh no, I messed up. All right. Yeah, I don't know if his fatigue is a part of it. I feel like I heard at some point Ocarina of Time fatigue was a part of fishing, but hungry for fish, yeah. All right, well, there's only 30 seconds left. I doubt I'll be able to actually catch anything. What are we going to do with our final 30 seconds of the... Here we go. Get back to Station Square. 15 seconds. Is there anything we can do fun here? Nope, it's over. All right. We'll float in the pool. There we go. That's the fun thing. Okay. Timer is done. What are my feelings on Big? I feel like this is like harder to do than I expected. All right, let's bring up our ranking board. Hey, you want to come back? There it is. All right. Cool. Thanks, Joshua. All right. So we got our Yakuza 3 on top. Got Ocarina of Time, middle. Big the Cat. I would say the immediate feeling with Big the Cat is that it is way rougher to get into than the other ones, that's for sure. Like, it's very chunky. And I feel like by the end, I still didn't really understand what I was doing. It definitely feels the most diverse in terms of the type of fish. I think the dynamic camera when you're fishing is cool. I think that's better than like what Yakuza was doing presentation wise. I think it's cool that the fish are made up of like multiple like segments, but you know, that's kind of a system limitation thing more than anything, maybe. So maybe not worth talking about. Ocarina of Time's pond definitely still felt more lively. Like the fact that like the fish just like hop out of the water and stuff is like really cool in Ocarina of Time. Feels like the fish are like doing stuff in Ocarina of Time to some extent. Where I feel like in this game they just feel like they're kind of like floating around at like set locations kind of thing. So even though there's like a greater diversity of fish, I feel like the implementation's a bit more simple than that. Technically, and this is where things get a little weird with this game, is that like there's a lot of variety here because each stage is its own fishing stage, right? And one of the biggest problems I had with Ocarina of Time is that you kind of catch your fish and then that's kind of it. And then you're just kind of stuck there. If you get like the highest fish the first time, there's like no real collection aspect or anything like that, which I kind of gets into our rule of no ranking of rewards. But I feel like content to do in your fishing game also matters. There are many things I appreciate about Sonic Adventure Big Time Fishing Deluxe. But I don't necessarily know if those things trump how rough it is to control. And I feel like you could probably get used to it, but we spent a good like 30 minutes and I felt like I never really quite got there. Sonic Adventure, Big Adventure. Sonic Adventure's Big Adventure. Will that fit on there? Or is that way too big? That's way too big. Okay, it's fine. We'll just put Sonic Adventure there. I think it's reasonable to just put Sonic Adventure down there on the bottom. I do like it though. I appreciate a lot of things about it, I think, but it definitely is the tougher one to deal with out of all these as a whole. But I think there are things to be said about. Oh, whoops! I got rid of Yakuza on accident. That's what I did. I think there's something to be said about. Oh no, I see what's happening. I'm stupid. Sorry, 1 second. All right. When I duplicated this, I duplicated a copy. I need to duplicate, or a reference. I need to duplicate a copy of it. Okay. So this should change on its own. Sonic Adventure. Which isn't even fixing the font issue, though. So maybe I shouldn't even bother with it, honestly, but it's fine. There we go. Yeah. Ocarina of Time has some really interesting stuff technically with it. But I do also think it's a better playing fishing minigame. So. Alright. I think that is that for that game. What time is it? 8:30? Okay. We got time for one more fishing game. The easy thing to do would be Animal Crossing, because I already am playing that actively, so I can just plug it in and set it up. Let me look at the rest of these. Sonic Adventure will take off. I think Final Fantasy games, it might take a while to figure those ones out. a couple of these, I think I would need to spend time figuring out where they're at and how reasonable it is. So I think we will wrap it up with Animal Crossing, because that'll be the easiest to do. We're already at the end of the stream. I can just pop it on, and in 30 minutes, we can Animal Crossing. So, all right, let me get Animal Crossing. Wild World is the one we're going to look at. Animal Crossing games all feel very similar. I think it's worth us considering other Animal Crossing games at some point, possibly. But for now, we'll stick to Wild World. Do I have a USB cable for my 3DS? I do. All right. Just let me turn off this. Turn off that. Turn off this. Turn off. Oh, there's a couple things I need to do here. Actually, I need to turn this off, which is different. My secret stream I have to turn off as well. I have a secret bonus video feed that goes through and runs separately from the stream video. All right. And then we got the 3DS. We need desktop audio. We need 3DS audio, because my setup is stupid. 3DS capture live. Oh yeah, there's multiple 3DS captures as well. There we go. Do I have 3DS audio coming through though? There we go. Did that actually turn on though? Make sure it's on. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Joseph. Offline local stream.
Sorry, you guys are in text to speech here real quick. I will be removing text to speech, otherwise you guys will hear it. Notifications, turn off. Goodbye, Microsoft Mark. I'm curious if you can like alter the output of the text to speech to make it sound different. So yeah, the official local stream copy. Yeah, I need to see like if my Pokemon save files are even intact anymore. So okay, and then this one, filter on. Okay, there we go. All right, and then is your audio super loud? I don't think it is. Nintendo. Okay. Get my headphones back on. Heads up, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing recently. Been an adventure. I'll talk about it at some point. But Wild World is the one I chose because it's the one I spent the least amount of time with, so. I did forget just like how dirt road like your entire town becomes in this game. Like even logging in, and imagine like it only checks like if you're playing every day and how much grass regrows from there. Not logging in after 15 years, like all the dirt was basically still there. So yeah. Pokemon but peeled, yeah. All right. So got ourselves a fishing rod here. Okay. Now, Animal Crossing fishing's pretty straightforward. Let me get our timer ready. So there's not probably gonna be a lot left to the imagination here, but we're at the water. We'll start the timer now. Okay. I did have some thoughts about this game in particular, though. They did your favorite Pokemon dirty? Which Pokemon? What did they do dirty to it? Because this is... Oh, football fish. Immediately. 2,500 bell fish. Again, bells do not factor in here. But like the... because this is like a DS game with D-pad movement, I feel like fishing might be harder in this game for sure. Or I believe. I don't know for sure though. I haven't played another Animal Crossing game in a little bit, but I imagine those all have analog movement. Now, this game technically has analog movement. A boot. This game technically has analog movement. But it's through the touchscreen. And the touchscreen's weird because like I do feel like football fish are like weirdly a ton of garbage though, apparently. Football fish are like weirdly common in this game for some reason, but maybe it's just the season right now. But when you play with like the stylus, let me take this out real quick. So the stylus is like analog movement, right? And I believe unlike other Animal Crossing games, when you have analog movement with the stylus, eventually you start to run. I don't know if that's true for other Animal Crossing games, but that causes the fish to go away, right? So if you're trying to like move up and down the beach at like a fairly steady clip, it's not uncommon to accidentally start running, and then that scares the fish away. Like right there, I wasn't trying to run there. But with this, at least you can do like more analog aiming and stuff. So that's where I'm like, maybe it makes more sense to try another Animal Crossing at some point as well. But God, and like you have to tap your character to toss out the thing. So I don't know. I'm kind of like not a big stylus fan for Animal Crossing. I feel like I'm a big Wii Nunchuck fan. I want your entire video game to be playable via Wii Nunchuck. I wish City Folk was, but you have to use the Wii remote sometimes. But on the Switch one, you can like remap everything, I think, to one controller. Or at least most things. Peeled funny, but done dirty. I don't know if I'm an old man, Joshua. I don't know if I know what that means. Peeled funny and done dirty. I feel like that's something I'd expect Alex to say. So, there are fishing tournaments in this game too, but I don't think we'll consider that. So, yeah, I don't know what peeled means. Pokemon, but peeled. Yeah, Joshua, I don't know. I might be missing. I might be missing. I do feel like, and I don't know if this is true for other Animal Crossing games, that the beach fishing in this game it's hard to see like further down than other games. Probably due to the screen size, but I haven't played the other ones in a while, so. I think there's a guy under the bridge here, right? Oh, I see him. I almost never freshwater fish, but we're gonna do it for the sake of the stream. So, freshwater fish seem like mostly not worth anything, I feel like. So it's not as bad in New Horizons. Yeah, I'd have to go back and look at it. I think it's probably worth us looking at the different Animal Crossing games. So I do feel like there's like a weird game you play with the fish in this, because you are just like trying to move around and like get your rod like right in front of them. And sometimes it's like some of the fish just like really troll you and just like circle around it. And like obviously that's something that happens in like Sonic Adventure and Ocarina of Time. But I think because this is like on a flat plane and you can see everything happening and you have like easy control to get in and out of the water, it's not like a, you know, hey buddy, Genji, get out of my way. Like it's not like, you know, you're just moving the thing in the water. It feels a little more dynamic of just like going around and trying to like catch him in a weird spot. Not a weird spot, but like catch it right in front of them. And then there's like a weird gamble where like, are they going to turn left? They're going to turn right and then miss that dang fish. It's like they know, yeah. So like honestly, like as simple as this game feels in a lot of ways, I do think there's like a lot of fun to its fishing in some ways. It can be frustrating though. I'll take 3. Ah. I love mint tea. Thank you. Fishing intermission. Thank you for the Nintendo bench. Which are, I think I bought one from the catalog recently. It was like literally like 100 bells. I don't know why, but it was dirt cheap. I did a little bit of fishing as a kid as well. I remember my uncle got a fishing like thing, lure bait thing with like a the spikes on it into his foot, which was cool. Not really cool, as like I wasn't like, oh yeah, awesome fucking blood. It was just like my way of being like not great. Oh my gosh. Come here, you. Come here, you, buddy. 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 Oh my god, buddy. This is what I like how I talk to my cat whenever cat stuff happens. And just like, buddy, buddy boy, buddy, come on. Buddy, you gotta get in the cage. I gotta take you to that. Please, 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 baby bee. Doing a bad job in the freshwater area. But yeah, the freshwater area does have like stuff like this where like you can't reach around. So it's like kind of go around these bridges and stuff. But yeah, I guess it's like in some ways like a very movement focused fishing thing, right? I never really thought about it that way. Where like other fishing mini games, it is a very static kind of thing a lot of the times, I feel like. Obviously, you have to reposition like Ocarina of Time and what's it called, but I think here, because you don't have control in the water, it's just a lot more important. Finally, gosh. Got a koi fish. Don't be coy. Yeah, it's like July. So. July 4th, because the first night I had him, I was worried that the fireworks were going to go off and scare him. So yeah, he's been with me for about 6 months now. So yeah, we took him to the vet to get dental cleaning stuff done. I think it went well. For the most part. Pretty alright. Also a lot of diversity of fish in this game too, but I also feel like personally for me, the seasons in Animal Crossing games almost like don't matter or like feel restrictive because I don't play year round. So like sometimes I feel like I'm catching a lot of the same fish over and over and over again. And like I feel like maybe if I played in different seasons it wouldn't be so bad. But I tend to play Animal Crossing like in a month or two period and then never again that year. So, it's kind of a problem, I guess. But I feel like the diversity of fish through each season is still pretty good generally. Got him. The dab. Yeah, well, sorry to hear that, Joshua, but sounds like he at least lived a full life and everything, and hopefully was good. I'm definitely... I think a big reason why I didn't want to get a cat for a long time was because I was, a little scared to, eventually, chances are if you live your life as a human being, right, you will outlive that animal, so... Feels a little sad to think about of just like, oh, in 10 years time, this little guy, gosh dang it. may not be here anymore. So, but that's why I didn't want like a kitten, but I definitely didn't want like an old cat because I didn't want to really have to deal with that in the near future. So, I think a 1-year-old was pretty good for me overall. Maybe, hopefully. I think he's happy. I don't really know for sure, but as far as I can tell, he seems happy. Oh man, I am doing bad on the timing here. I think that was just a sea bass, so I'm not too worried about that, but I shouldn't beat myself up. I'm streaming, so it's always harder to do anything while streaming. Should probably actually bring up the this display as well. It might actually be more responsive as well. I did notice in my recordings that it seems like the audio for DS capture might get a little desynced. I don't know how bad it is. I don't really notice it most of the time. Hey, some money that I left there. Money makes the world go round. 800 bells. Give me that. Give me them bells. Spent like 100K on turnips this week, and I feel like I'm always sweating bullets when I look at turnip prices. I'm like, oh god, please. I think they're like at 70 bells right now, and I think I spent like 110, which is kind of high for turnips. But you can't win money if you don't play the game. I'm actually not sure like how much house I have left in this game. Think a basement and another room? I don't know if basements are in this game or not. Now I think about it. I think they are. So maybe another like 3 million bells about. We'll see. Maybe I'll lose interest and stop playing as well. So I feel like Animal Crossing games, I'm always super flexible with like how I quote unquote beat them because each of them feel like they prioritize different things. And sometimes they are not things that are easy to quantify. Like New Horizons actually feels like it has like a story mode in some ways with like the initial like, you know, setup of the town and everything. And it feels like once you're done, you kind of did the stuff right. And then you're kind of like in post game where these games don't really have that. I mean, there's like the, you know, working for Tom Nook thing at the beginning of the first game. I don't know if this game has that or not, where Tom Nook is like, go deliver stuff. I didn't start this game fresh, so I just pulled up my old file. We got my get out of space now? Nope, not yet. We'll get a music change at the very least during this. Ooh, ooh. Fishy boy. Probably should dump off this trash at the city hall as well. New Leaf, I think I kind of gave up on. I think I may have paid off my house, but I kind of gave up on most other things because like the town projects were just so expensive. Been thinking a lot about Animal Crossing and like why I keep buying them and why I keep being disappointed by them and if that's like a good or bad thing. Like what do I want out of Animal Crossing going forward, and like is that a realistic thing to want? So I'm sure I'll talk about it on the podcast at some point, but drop off the trash. Get out of here, bench. What a trash gift. Thank you. I don't know what I'll do with that bench. Also, like the inability to put stuff outside is like very apparent now that you've played New Horizons. Like, oh, the only way I can have an outside like furnished area is if I actually furnish an area to look outside, like a indoor room to look outside. So that was definitely like much appreciated. Yeah, I think like maybe the only real big thing I would say for most people going back to a game like Wild World does is I think it kind of re-emphasizes the fact that these games are very focused on you kind of like building your house, where I think that's also true for City Folk in a lot of ways, but there are like public works projects in that game too. But like I feel like New Leaf really made it more about building your town. And I kind of find that to be overwhelming, I think, to some degree. So and New Horizons obviously was like, hey, you're gonna just straight up terraform your town, right? And I actually really liked that, but unfortunately I found that it didn't have as much freedom as I was hoping it would. So dang it, the bell got me. So in returning to Wild Worlds, it reminded me a lot about what I originally liked about Animal Crossing. And it was not this video game. But I'll talk about it later, I'm sure. So me coming into this game, I think, was more of a personal vendetta in some ways, of just like, I never played this game because I didn't like it at the time. Why didn't I like it? Let's go figure that out. So a lot of my time playing this game, I've been thinking. Brain thoughts have been happening. Fire Emblem Engage looks neat. I don't think I'll ever play it, but it seems like people are really happy with it overall. Some complaints about the story or something, but you know, I'm somebody who's, as long as the characters are cool, I don't really care about the story that much. As long as the characters make it interesting to go through that story. So obviously a good story is always good as well, but just not that important to me. But more importantly, maybe I should get rid of some of these fish. I think I'm gonna see if I can donate the koi fish. I don't think I need to. I have not had a lot of luck with high selling fish. Oh, I forgot I got my fortune told today, so I'm tripping now. All right, have a good night, Miss T. Good pen. Got 10 minutes left. I think this game's gonna rate higher than I expected it to, honestly. I kind of was expecting this to rate kind of low, but after I've talked through it as we played it, I think I might feel differently than I originally anticipated, despite like actively playing fishing. Okay, cool. We do need to get a koi in this aquarium. Despite actively playing fishing in this game recently, I don't think I really had thought about it. So, but honestly, that's like kind of what I want out of this series. Is like, hey, think about this thing I never think about, and think about it hard. So, all right, have a good night, Joshua. Thanks for having. And enjoy your Getza Fumiden. Yeah, we're wrapping up here shortly anyway, so you're just gonna miss the ranking. Get these fish out of my inventory real quick. Not sure if I should consider the aquarium part of this game as a part of the minigame. We did kind of like look at the fish viewer in Yakuza. I think it'd be reasonable to go look at the aquarium as a part of this. Yeah, let's go do that. I don't know if we're gonna get that much more out of fishing, but we'll go to the actual aquarium first here real quick, and then I don't remember what the aquarium even looks like in this game. I imagine probably not nearly as elaborate as New Horizons. So. Try to walk because I can't remember if walking helps or save your grass or not. Here we go. I feel like this one is just like rows of tanks. Yeah, that seems right. Okay. So they kind of like swim around. Pilch up. Not a lot of information about them beyond just what they are. And they don't really point them out, really. It's just kind of like, here's the names of them. Yeah. Probably. But it's okay. I'm not too worried about the era. Yeah, I mean, it beat Big's Adventure. So... But yeah, I do think Ocarina, at the very least, surface level is a little lacking. But you know, I think there's a lot of interesting things about it. It's definitely the liveliest fish I've fished so far. Because, like, here you see them, they're swimming around, and they're going back and forth and whatever, but, like, this is not them in their element, right? They are captive in here, and I'd be curious, like, you know, how much of this is, like, scripted and following a path or whatever. But, like, Ocarina of Time's fishing hole feels chaotic in a lot of ways. Because the fish just like, I'm just gonna start jumping out of the water. Like, you're not fishing me, you're not doing anything, but I'm jumping. And you're like, what is that noise and why is this happening? So, but I think the bigger thing is the fishing minigame itself definitely just feels a little underwhelming. So, all right. Yeah, I feel like the aquarium, it's a cool way to look at the fish, for sure. You don't really get like the close detail of like a Yakuza. Not that this game's trying to do that per se. I think there's like a novelty to displaying fish in like an aquarium that like Yakuza doesn't get, right? So Yakuza, while it's showing the fish in detail, like it's showing them like basically floating in purgatory, right? Whereas like Animal Crossing being more like in an element, swimming back and forth, and you can zoom in a little bit. Football fish. I think if I had to make a choice, I would choose the aquarium over the fish viewer. So I think it's safe to say the fish aquarium's the better choice out of those. There's no like tension gauge in this thing or anything like that. It is purely a timing aspect. I don't even know if like, I'm curious if you get the bite, do you even have to press the button to get them out, or is it just press the bite and that's it? I think I'm having a moment where I'm realizing like I don't know if I actually need to keep pressing the button after a fish bites. I didn't have to press the button any further. I always like spam the A button when I do that, and I've always done that in every Animal Crossing game, but I think I might be realizing that's never been the case. Maybe you just got to press A once and it just happens. That was a very short pickup, I will say. So maybe because I was not pressing, or I was picking up a small little fish, it didn't matter there. So maybe something like bigger, it will matter more. We'll see. But I get the impression if I got that one from a single A press, the rest of these I'll get from a single A press. Oh yeah, you can also, I think you can show your fish off too in this, right? Yeah. It doesn't zoom in though. But about 4 minutes left. Is there anything else we want to do other than just catch more fish? I do want to try to catch fish with just a single A press again and make sure that's actually what's happening here. Okay, that's a big boy. I imagine that's a sea bass, but sea bass should be fine for what I want to do. Just the one press, yeah. I probably just at some point my brain was like, "Oh yeah, you got to press the button to pick them out." So that's good to know. That I've just been deteriorating my thumb my whole life for the sake of feeling good. I will say if I recall correctly, the saltwater fish do not change very much throughout the game. Like you can do it through different seasons and stuff. I don't think it changes much. I wonder if like part of me wishes the junk had something you could do with it other than just throw it out. Obviously, it makes sense that you would just do that. Hey, Zero, it's going all right. We're just fishing. The final fishing. We'll be ranking it here in the next 3 minutes. But I guess the end reward isn't the thing that matters really anyway, so yeah. Yeah, now I end the streams earlier now. Like technically this would be past the end time of the stream, but I figured we'd play one more game. I didn't want to promise 5 games because I was like, there's a good chance we'll get stuck on something, and sure enough, Yakuza was like, how do we get to the fishing mini game? Oh no, we're flying off on a military jet to go do something. That's not what we want to do. So, Zero, this is a bunch of PC stuff that's driving me crazy. So, yes, something happened to my camera. I don't really know what to do about it right now. So we gave up on it early in the stream. So. Yeah, I need to probably just contact the motherboard manufacturer because like I keep trying to resolve issues and swap out parts, and it seems like it just keeps going. So yeah, my biggest thing, honestly, Joseph, is like Nier, because hey, guess what? Nier games, you delete your save file at the end, right? Spoilers. So I don't have any access to fishing beyond playing through that again. So there's a good chance we'll have some road to fishing streams. I believe Final Fantasy 12 also has fishing, but it requires you to finish certain quests first. So we'll have to see. Like I haven't booted up my Final Fantasy 12 save file and probably like, since 2007 maybe. So like I have no idea like what quests I did in that game or not. So but Final Fantasy 12 I think would be a fun one to do. I don't think I ever really hear anyone talk about it. I wasn't even really aware it was there. And Final Fantasy 15 has it. Final Fantasy 11, unfortunately, requires a subscription. But it would be kind of fun to go through that and also talk about old Final Fantasy 11 fishing versus new Final Fantasy 11 fishing as well. Quote, new Final Fantasy 11 fishing. They changed it in like 2007 or something like that. So, it's been a while. Baby wants some food. Sorry, baby. I'm almost done. Yeah, no fishing mini games and Jeep Thrills, unfortunately. I guess there's like Mario Party mini games. Does that count? I mean, they're technically mini games, right? I don't know how entertaining that'd be for like 30 minutes, though. And they're like kind of self-contained, right? We may need to be flexible with the rule set, so on that. All right, that's that. Whoa, 30 minutes done. All right. Stop. Alarm, stop. Okay. It's time. ranking of fishing. I think I could pretty confidently say it's better than Sonic Adventure. Ocarina of Time. I think what Ocarina of Time has over this is just the state of the fish when they're in the water in Ocarina of Time is still the thing I keep coming back to. That's like really good. But the lack of variety of fish for sure. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we'll have some exceptions for the 30 minutes thing, honestly. But I don't think we need to ask that question anytime soon, thankfully. So, nope, wrong thing. I think it's probably better than Ocarina of Time. The fishing mechanics are very different. The variety of what you can catch is good. I feel like we are spoiled a little bit by Ocarina of Time by almost immediately catching a 20-pound fish, and then like every fish after that felt like really unsatisfying, which is a shame. But, you know, I think that says something about the design of it where you can catch something immediately and get like the best fish and then you're just kind of done versus something where you have to like get variety of fish and things like that and fill out like a catalog or something like that. Yeah, we'll put it above that. I need to make a thing. AC Wild World. We need to compare it to Yakuza though. Yakuza has about 10 fish. I don't really want to do a lot of just like direct comparison of number of fish though. I guess it depends on like what does the variety feel like. And I feel like Yakuza and Animal Crossing feel very similar in terms of variety. We talked earlier about the fact that the aquarium probably is a better way to look at fish than the gallery, even if it's not as detailed. At least in this Wild World game. There's the show off feature, but that doesn't really zoom in or anything. So, I mean, you can kind of zoom in, like you can kind of force it to zoom in, maybe. Let me see real quick. So I think if we maybe like take something off, whoops. That zooms in, and then if we show a fish. Okay, it zooms out. I do think your villagers will clap for you, though, if they see that you're holding a fish out, right? Am I remembering that? Hey, come back. I know you guys are only seeing a portion of this, but you're seeing enough of it. Okay. No. Okay, they don't care. They only clap it when you catch the fish. It's a nice touch to consider, I think, at the very least, but so I think we're really looking at the mechanics of the fishing. And the mechanics are very different because Animal Crossing is a very movement-focused game when it comes to fishing. And Yakuza is more about kind of like pulling. I will say this, and this is kind of a problem that Sonic Adventure has as well, and maybe Ocarina of Time does too. That kind of like reel setup, it can create a problem where it feels like it's forever to bring a fish in. And I feel like there should be a satisfaction to pulling that fish up. And I think Yakuza kind of gets there with the animation, right? You know, like the big flashy animation when the fish flies out of the water kind of thing. So Yakuza might actually be like an exception of like having like a payoff kind of thing. Where I feel like Ocarina of Time and Big the Cat adventure fish time fun game didn't really. And then in Animal Crossing, I think it deprioritizes that for fast, quick fishing action, basically. because you kind of go from fish to fish to fish to fish to fish, grab it, pull it out of the water, go to the next one, right? So it's like a very fast-paced thing. There's not a lot of impact when you pull this fish out, but I don't think it necessarily needs to have a lot of impact. I think I'm going to put Wild World above Yakuza. Like, it's pretty dang close. It is pretty dang close. Like, I think, and this might be the problem of, like, I think I might just prefer the execution of Animal Crossing, not so much that Yakuza does anything that kind of sets it, you know, to be worse or anything like that, per se. But I think I like the kind of fast-moving nature of Animal Crossing fishing. The dancing with the fish, I think, is like a fun thing that's like a bit different than just reeling left and right kind of thing. I think it's a little more exciting in that way. Personally, at least. So, I think that's what we'll do. So, at least so far, our list is Animal Crossing Wild World, Yakuza, Ocarina of Time, Sonic Adventure. I think I feel pretty good about that list. Yeah. I think we will try to do some more of these. I might have to like spread them out in a way that is not that long apart so I can at least kind of remember how these things work. I don't want it to be so long since I do it. I forget what all the other listings are and why I put them there. So, but yeah, I think that's a good list. I'm impressed that Wild World hit the top. I really wasn't expecting that. I kind of expected Wild World to stay at the bottom because of the simplicity, but I think there's just a lot of things around it that make it work really, really well. So, I think a lot of Animal Crossing games will fit up there with Wild World as well, but not that important. Anyways, that's it for this week's stream. Thanks for coming. Thanks for enjoying my weird little fun adventure fish time thing. I think future fish times will be just bonus things at the end of streams rather than their own whole stream. But I thought it was worth getting a list on the board first and foremost before we did any further with that. So I think we might consider that. But I don't know. Some games might be harder to access the fishing games than others. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes for that. But anyways, so yeah. Main channel's still pretty much in hibernation. However, if you didn't notice on the bottom of the stream, I do have a Ko-fi up now. So if you want to donate money to help me get premiere videos done faster, you can do that. Basically, it's just like you can pay for an 8-hour workday from me if we get to a high enough level. Basically replaces my normal income. A little less than what I normally make, but basically replaces like what a normal income would be for me if I worked a whole day. And then, yeah, I think it's just the podcast coming up this next week. I think I'll talk about the SAS gambling thing on the podcast as well. I finished that up and everything. So that should be coming up soon. And I think maybe, I forget if it's the Nappletail podcast highlight next week. Let me see if I can find out real quick with that. Oops. Hopefully this doesn't break anything. Oh yeah, the gun gauge community review went up this week. But next week is the Nappletail podcast highlight. So that's going up next week. Got a copyright strike. The owner allows this content to be used on YouTube. All right. they're just letting you know, giving you a warning. They're like, hey, owner will allow you to use it, but buddy, we saw you. You have Nappletail music in your Nappletail video, so. Hopefully my camera's working again next week, but yeah, I think I just need to do more maintenance on this PC, which is a pain in the butt. It's a whole annoying thing. Anyways, though, hope you guys have a great night and enjoy your weekend.